It's your girl Niavidss, and I'm here with
Gabe P, Mr. On the Radar Radio.
Okay, Mr. On the Radar Radio. Nice to meet you. You know, I know a lot about you. I've seen you throughout the 2 years, right? Or
Nah, we've been doing On the Radar for 6 years now.
6 years now?
Yeah.
Wow, so I'm late, guys. I'm just stepping in this. But, you know, every time I see him, he always has high energy. He's always fun. Do you like what you do? Because you seem like you like what you do.
I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything got its pros and cons, but the pros always outweigh the cons. And, you know, I love being able to help people, and I love being able to bring, like, the biggest artists to the towns. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing.
And what inspired you to do what you do?
Man, I just saw, like, a lot of people gatekeeping at the time, and I saw there was never a platform built that kind of would be able to have someone like Drake on it, as well as, like, have, like, you know, upcoming artists on the show that we actually go out and we find ourselves. So I felt like there was a big gap missing, and I wanted to fill that gap. And, you know, it started very modestly, but, you know, consistency is everything. We've been able to grow to, you know, where we are at now in only 6 years, which is a long time to some people, but not a long time to some people, but, you know.
No, that is a long time. It's a very big accomplishment.
Thank you. I appreciate that for sure.
So would you say that anybody could be on the radar? You have to be, like, famous, a celebrity, have clout?
I mean, it's like a little bit of a mixed bag. Like, I said this in, like, an interview I did for Billboard, but, like, we really do, like our team, like, we're a team of A&Rs at the end of the day. Like, everybody that works at On the Radar is an A&R, and we all do our own individual research, and we all find artists that we like or that we want to bring on OTR ourselves. So it's not really so much about having, like, numbers or having clout. It's really just, like, if all of us as a team or one of us goes out and finds you and sends it to the rest of us, and we're like, oh yeah, we should do this, and then we do it.
So it's a team effort.
It's a team effort.
I love that. I love that.
We got a nice team. You know what I'm saying? Even Fritz behind the camera right here. You feel me?
All right. And
where are you from? I'm from Long Island originally.
Okay, so you're from Long Island.
Yeah.
Okay, and growing up in Long Island, how was that?
I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, the part of Long Island I'm from is nice because everybody who moved to this part of Long Island is all people who were originally from the city. So, like, my family's from the South Bronx and Bed-Stuy. And it was just kind of like this town, and we were just surrounded by people who all just kind of made it out the city. So, you know, it was a very Caribbean neighborhood. I grew up around a lot of music. I come from a very traditional Puerto Rican household. And that being said, exactly. That being said, I was always surrounded by music. My dad was really into rock. My mom was really into Spanish music. And then I grew up, obviously, listening to hip-hop. So it kind of just all kind of blended into one. I think that's what helps with making On the Radar so successful, is that I'm not just into one type of music. I'm into multiple types of music. And as you've seen, we've been growing the platform to have more Latin music on. Obviously, we bring a lot of international artists on. And we've also been doing country music and rock now. So that's how we've been able to kind of, like, interject ourselves into other forms of music outside of just hip-hop, which has been, like, amazing, honestly. Do you rap or? No. Oh, you don't rap? Yeah, I definitely don't rap. But I did play 5 instruments growing up. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So last question. What do you want to do with On the Radar? Like, what's your next move? Where do you see yourself maybe in, like, another 6 years?
You know, in the next 6 years, like, I really envision us being, like, the new MTV for real. You know,
I can see that,
we have a lot of new content coming soon outside of just the freestyles. We're also going to bring back, like, I haven't been doing interviews lately, but that's because we've been wanting to revamp how we do these interviews and who we do the interviews with. As well as some other podcasts that we're working on and other forms of, like, just music content that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. Fritz knows that very well, too. Like, we have a lot of really incredible things on the way for producers that we're excited to announce soon as well. And also, I just want to become the biggest music platform in the world. Like I said, like, the international stuff is something I'm very proud of and is very important to me. And, like, just before you came in here, we had, like, 2 of the biggest rising artists out of London were just here. So I think, like, that is really kind of where I want to be at. Like, I just want to keep continuing to build the biggest, like, music platform in the world and just expand into different verticals of different podcasting and just, like, also be able to provide knowledge back to the people who watch On the Radar, because there is a lot of misinformation out there within the music industry as a whole, and I think kind of bringing in industry professionals and making some podcasts related to that would be, like, very beneficial to kids and just kind of, like, you know, so we can provide more guidance to the youth when it comes to the music stuff and the things that they're not aware of.
I like what you do. I'm a fan, and I appreciate everything, and I hope that you are a bigger success than what you are already.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
We out.
Mr. On the Radar. We out.
Bitch, what? I get rich. Let's go.